Vayar Israel es bnei Yosef, Vayomer mi ele. Then Israel saw Joseph's sons and said, who are these? And people say Kosam, it says from the Abir Yaakov, it says, who are these? Why did he say who are these? Why did Yaakov say that? And it says when the letters mi are removed from Hashem's name, Elohim, only the letters ele remain. So if you look, where are we? Verse 8, mi elo ele, mi ele, which rearranged can be Elohim. And when you remove the mi, you have ele. And ele symbolizes the Sitra Achra. Regarding the golden calf, the Egel Zahav, it said, ele, this or these are your God. And so it says, O Israel, that brought you up from the land of Egypt, in Shemos 32:4, since Joseph married a woman from Egypt, a land filled with idolatry, Yaakov thought perhaps Chas v'shalom, it was the work of the Sitra Achra, that the letters mi had separated from the letters ele. Mi ele, who are these? When Yaakov saw Joseph's two sons and wished to bless them, he asked Joseph, Mi ele. In other words, he was asking if perhaps Chas v'shalom, the letters mi and ele of Hashem's name had become separated. Vayomer Yosef el avi b'nechem. And Joseph said to his father, these are my sons, they are my sons. Joseph responded, Chas v'shalom, rather these are my sons, born only out of holiness. Asher nasan li Elohim bazeh, whom God has given me here. There is no separation with Hashem's name Elohim. With that, Yaakov was satisfied and said, bring them to me, if you please, and I will bless them. And so the Zer Shimshon actually says that Yaakov was concerned that Yosef may have had unworthy children because he married a woman in Egypt. And Yosef says, the Midrash says that Yosef actually proved documents that his marriage was legit. It says, one who marries an unworthy woman for the sake of money will have unworthy children. That's just a source from Kedushin I thought was pretty interesting. But the sages say that Yosef provided the document for a kasuba and showed that the children were legit. But also, Midrash that is well known, that we learn about Dinah, who was raped by Shechem, also became pregnant, and she gave birth to a daughter. And the children of Yaakov sought to kill this daughter, so that the people of the world would not say, is that a harlot's daughter that lives among the children of Yaakov? What did Yaakov do? He wrote the holy name of Hashem on a golden plate and hung it around her neck and sent her away from his house. Immediately the angel Michael came and brought her to Egypt, to the house of Potiphar, because she was a suitable match for Joseph. And this is who the Torah refers to as Asnas, the daughter of Potiphar, who bore to Joseph Manasseh and Ephraim. And so we see that it was legit. But not only this, why did Yaakov cross the arms? Well, first, actually, the sages say that the Shekinah left Yaakov's body when he said, who are these? Because they say that Yaakov had a vision within his eye that evil descendants would come from Ephraim and Manasseh. I believe Yerovam and Yehu. And so this was a problem. But the Zerah Shimshon goes on that Hashem blesses the Jewish people even if he sees that they will sin or there will be something wrong in the future. He still blesses his people. And so the reason Yaakov explained, the reason he gave Ephraim the preference is that his offspring will fill the nations. As Rashi explains, this was an allusion to Ephraim's descendant Yehoshua, whose reputation and name was spread throughout the nations upon performing the miracle of making the sun stand still at Givon. Now, also, it's through him, through Yehoshua, that the nations will understand that Ephraim and Manasseh are pure. And it says, and his offspring will fill the nations, which is the gematria 390, which is the same gematria for Yehoshua in Kolel 391. We also see that Yehoshua is very similar to Yeshua, which is 386, and 391. Anyway, and I was just kind of going off there. Therefore, the fact Yehoshua emerged from Ephraim was indeed a valid reason for Ephraim to obtain the birthright, since his descendant is the one who publicized the legitimacy of both Ephraim and Manasseh. And you see, Yehoshua is the one that takes over for the Torah from Moshe. He's the one that leads the people into Israel, and he is the one that brings salvation. Who else was offspring that went throughout the entire nations? Whose name is greater than any other rabbi ever known? Yeshua. And see, Yaakov blessed. And there's also even deeper reasons, I believe, that has to do with Tikkun from Cain and Abel, and all of these things to bless the younger. And so that was a little bit of what I've been studying.